Hello everyone, welcome back my channel.
Every time Georgie and Mandy's first marriage addressed their controversial age gap on the show. Young Sheldon's spin-off Georgie and Mandy's first marriage isn't afraid to address the controversial 12-year age gap between the fictional couple on screen. Georgie, Montana Jordan, became a fan favorite after The Big Bang Theory expanded with a prequel about Sheldon's, Ian Armitage, time as a child prodigy growing up in Texas. Sheldon's older brother grew up before viewers' eyes and found love in a surprising place with Mandy, Emily Osment. Their on-screen meet-cute left a lot to be desired considering Georgie was only 17 but lied that he was 21 during their first meeting. Mandy, meanwhile, was 29 but pretended to be 25. By the time the truth came out, Georgie and Mandy were expecting their first child and subsequently welcomed daughter Cece. Georgie and Mandy's story continued in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, but that doesn't mean everything was smooth sailing. In fact, the CBS series has gone out of its way to shine a light on Georgie and Mandy's significant age gap and the issues it creates in their relationship. It is interesting because Mandy's mother Audrey is, like, a lot of audience members. A lot of fans are like, what the hell? He's 10 years younger than she is. This is wrong, Rachel Bay Jones exclusively told Us Weekly in October 2024. Audrey is the one who agrees that this is wrong and this should not be happening. Jordan, however, found the conversation around Georgie's age helpful. It gives Georgie somewhere to go, he told us that same month. In this new show, Georgie finally gets to show that he's not just this dumb kid. He actually does have a brain on him. And on young Sheldon, I'm sure he got overlooked a lot. Maybe him being the Tire King is his way of showing and proving people that he is not this dumb kid, but a mature adult. He actually has some brains on him. Keep scrolling for every on-screen mention of Georgie and Mandy's age gap. During season 1, Mandy's mother and father both took turns pointing out the obvious issues in her marriage. Credit where credit is due. He's a kid. If anything, she ruined his life, Jim said during the pilot episode of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, while Audrey later added, "You married a child, Amanda. You cannot expect him to understand anything." The third episode of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage explored him getting his first credit card. "When I was younger, I got a little carried away with my credit cards. But I learned my lesson," Mandy admitted. Georgie used the opportunity to poke fun at their age difference, quipping, "Younger like my age? So a long time ago." Georgie later met Mandy's ex-boyfriend, who commented on how young he looked. "I live a healthy lifestyle, I stay out of the sun," Georgie joked. Georgie and Mandy realize in the fourth episode of the show that they are in different places in life. This leads to Mandy making a new friend her age, whose son is 1 year younger than Georgie. "No, I didn't graduate. I dropped out my junior year. If I didn't, we wouldn't have met," Georgie told Mandy, who replied, "Because you would have been in homeroom." Mandy subsequently tried to defend their marriage by calling Georgie very mature for his age. "Most days I don't even think about it," she said before discussing their sex life. "He certainly brings a certain youthful energy to the party." Later in the episode, Audrey had fun at Mandy's expense. "Is your husband out with his little friends? Is your husband out with his big boy friends? He is at that rebellious age," she joked. "Georgie has a lot of very good qualities, but he is so much younger than you. It was bound to be a problem." "I wasn't like that when I was a teenager," Georgie said in the first season, to which Mandy replied, "Honey, you are still a teenager." Later in the episode, Mandy joked about how the human brain isn't formed until 25, to which Georgie fired back by bringing up early-onset menopause. Another episode had Georgie saying, "I just want to be rich while I am young enough to enjoy it," to which Mandy pointed out that Georgie wasn't even 20. She later told Georgie's grandmother that he has a very big birthday coming up, after she pointed out he was a teenager.